We are going to discuss activity evaluation, which evaluates the programs and activities that are supported by Title IV Part A funds for their effectiveness. Activity evaluation is a requirement in accordance with 2 CFR 200.329. It is important for all districts to review and evaluate activities in order to determine effectiveness. All evaluations must be documented. Districts must set a baseline for goals for the activity and determine the benchmarks for how the evaluation will be measured. Based on the evaluation, decisions should be made of whether to continue the activity or make some corrections, and what should the next steps be for the district. Districts should ask themselves questions about their activities, such as what are your expectations? How will you measure success? When will the activity be evaluated? And if the activity is on target to meet the outcomes and goals. If not, what should be altered or changed? For example, if a goal is to increase after school tutoring, upon review, and if the goal is not being achieved, perhaps change the activity to a different day or a different time, maybe a different faculty conducting the tutoring. Then measure effectiveness again and review the data and share that data with your stakeholder group. The evaluation should be based on real data in order to determine effectiveness. Activities must be reviewed to check for progress and if they are meeting the intended goals. This data should be shared and evaluated by the district team. All of this should be documented that the evaluations have been reviewed, analyzed, and discussed by all members. Please make sure that the evaluation aligns with what is stated in the program description section of the GMAP application. There should also be discussions and review of the evaluations as you go through the school year to determine effectiveness. This is not just an annual review of the activities. The activities should be periodically reviewed to make sure you are reaching those intended goals. In the program description page of the GMAP application, districts state how the activities are going to be evaluated for effectiveness. This should align with the evaluation that is being conducted. If a district is selected for consolidated monitoring, we will review this part of the application to determine how the activities have been evaluated, and then will request the corresponding documentation. Do not be afraid to revise your activity. The purpose of the evaluations is to determine if any changes need to be made in order to reach the goals and objectives. If something is not working, change or modify to increase achievement. Document your meetings, your survey results, and any data that's related to an activity evaluation. Activity evaluation is a component of consolidated monitoring, where we will ask for the documentation related to your activity evaluations. We also have a tool on our website you can refer to when conducting an evaluation. Please keep in mind that these evaluations should be ongoing throughout the year. They are not just a once a year evaluation. When reviewing these activities, keep in mind to review the activities your district is is using their Title IV Part A funds to support. For example, if your district is using Title IV Part A funds to support a school resource officer, there should be periodic evaluations of the activity, such as survey results on the effectiveness of the school resource officer and any relevant data, such as a decrease in behavior issues. There should be documentation for the evaluation and the data that was used to determine that evaluation. It is extremely important to maintain all of your documentation for all of your meetings. If your district is selected for consolidated monitoring, having organized documentation can help to streamline the process for the district and for us as well. There should be specific documentation for all of your meetings and evaluations. So, anytime the district team gets together to review the data and discuss the evaluation, please make sure you have some meeting minutes, sign in sheets, and agendas. If at any time you have any questions relating to how to conduct an activity evaluation or how often you should do that with your activities, please reach out to Layla Brewer and Lee Bowling at any time. We are always happy to answer any questions relating to your activity evaluation of your Title IV Part A supported activities.